The views and opinions expressed On Foot with Tim Tayag are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of Wusa Studios, its management, or other hosts or advertisers. The shows produced by Wusa Studios can promote any lifestyle, belief, religion, political affiliation, or other personal practice. These shows are for entertainment purposes only and might include strong themes, images, sex, or language that may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
From the makers of On Foot comes a new kind of travel show.
Episode 11 of the On Foot Podcast. Woohoo! Man, we've made it. 11 episodes, and today we have a very special, controversial guest.
Which is
well, first, no, let's introduce ourselves. We always forget to introduce ourselves. I am your host, Tim Tayag.
I am Chino Leal.
And today we have Carlos Celdran. Woohoo! Who is our special guest, as you can see. And he came in here despite the horrible
MRT.
traffic MRT this afternoon.
Well, this is good because this is my last ever podcast interview. I guess.
Well, thank you.
I'm gonna give for any student that's not located within the Malate to Ermita district.
Nice.
Man, it was bad. Like I completely missed my stop.
Yeah.
Just because since there's so many people on the MRT because all the roads are closed, I could not get out of the exit. So I'd go all the way to Santolan and turn around and come back all the way to Shaw Boulevard just to get here this afternoon.
Wow. You're like Ann Curtis. You take the MRT and
yes, I'm exactly like Ann Curtis.
That's so down of. That's so.
You should like take a and then
take a
selfie.
selfie.
Carlos Celdran.
With like a selfie inside the MRT.
Totally. If I had a penny for every time somebody thought I was Ann Curtis.
That's
really.
so down to earth of him.
Wait, are we the first ones to think that you're like Ann Curtis?
Oh God, no. Even Ann Curtis mistakes me for herself.
Oh yeah, I could see. Do you
see
buy
it.
your friends as well, or
You buy clubs when you have spare time.
and you like to sing?
If I could, I would. But I like her more because of that, actually.
Because of what?
Because
what
I don't know, just sort of assertive, standing for herself. I mean, I just like the fact that she's obviously not perfect.
Yeah.
So this whole
Well,
sort
we also
and
like
she's
her.
slapping around socialites in freaking Fort Bonifacio, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
anybody would pay to slap around like celebrities and socialites.
I'd pay her to slap me around.
Right?
Yeah. Or I don't even need to pay her, just slap me around.
Right? Would you slap John Lloyd? No.
You know, I might.
I'd
might.
pay to slap
I might.
John Lloyd.
Yeah, I think John Lloyd would be into it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might. Yeah.
Might.
He has a new sitcom, or what is that? I saw it last night, and then I turned off the TV. Right, like 5
I'm
seconds into
probably
it.
asleep by the time that sitcom.
With what's her name? Tony Gonzaga.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
in a sitcom with him. What's is it like a rom-com sort of?
It's like I don't know.
What's it called? It's called nothing.
Home Along the whatever. I don't know.
Pang Maids. It's called
know.
Pang Maids. That's what it's.
Horrible. But
Let's get to our top 6.
yeah, let's start with the top 6. And since Carlos Celdran is very famous for walking tours, right?
Yeah.
By the way, you guys, if you guys want to take his walking tour, go to what's your website now? CarlosCeldran.com.
CarlosCeldran.com.
And
or
then
just follow me, Carlos Celdran, on Facebook for
yeah.
information.
And you can. I've taken his tour before, the one in Intramuros, and I learned so many things that's not in the history books.
I follow him on Facebook.
Yeah,
So
Yeah, me too,
it's not
me
history books because I make half of it up.
Also, half of the stuff you were saying wasn't.
Well, actually, there's some part. Well, Philippine history actually, since it's been written by so many points of view, and not basically except ours.
Yeah.
Philippine history has actually been written through the Western gaze. We've only started writing our own history. Basically,
That's
I would
true.
say after we closed the bases in 1992. So a lot of the stuff that I'm saying is kind of biased on opinion,
Yeah,
my
yeah.
opinion. And all
Well, all of them, all of history, right?
actually
Is biased.
is biased.
Yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
anybody who says there's such a thing as
It's
balanced
biased
history,
to the
Not
historian.
true, yeah.
it's biased usually to the winner.
Yeah.
Like
And-
me, what I always do is I ask my aunt about, because she knew like Lapu-Lapu and those guys, so you know.
She's that old, right?
Yeah, so I asked her like, is it true? Like, did Lapu-Lapu really, was it over a girl? That's why they fought. It was over a girl.
It was like a club brawl
Yeah.
between Lapu-Lapu and
It was a-
the soy guy who's
Yeah,
trying
it
to
was a
It's
love
like-
triangle.
move
it's
in
like-
on his chick.
It's like
Exactly.
yeah, it was the Vom
Why would-
Navarro of his day.
Yeah.
Right?
And Magellan was the Cedric Lee.
Yeah, so Magellan had the guns to back his.
Except they had the
Boys
Nipa
out.
hut
Interesting.
instead of a condo.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Punta ka sa Dipa Hut. na
And it wasn't
naka-foods.
text, it was smoke
Yeah.
signals. They go,
Did we smoke signals? Are we
No,
mistaking ourselves for another
I
continent
actually thought
altogether?
it was Alibata. Or they did like hammer and chisel.
Lapu-Lapu,
on-
bad boy ka. Anyway.
Or slaps him and says, I can buy this island, I can buy
By
you.
you, yeah, right. And they did.
And
for-
I can
yeah.
buy-
And then that's what happened.
Anyway, let's do this. Top 6 most dangerous places to have a walking tour.
That's right.
Yeah.
At,
Oh,
at number 6, EDSA.
obviously.
Obviously, for
Yeah.
obvious.
Oh, that was fast. There we go. Have you seen
Oh,
that
we have
sign? That's the
pictures.
sign.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
High production value.
Yeah,
High
so
production
for
value.
people who are listening to this on the radio or whatever, we're looking
Yeah.
at a picture of a pink sign that says,
Go
can we
ahead.
say this out
Yeah,
loud?
you can. It's internet. So
Oh,
there's
it's
no-
internet,
yeah,
so
you
this
can
is
say,
not online. Okay, it says,
Yeah.
putang ina, sige, tumawid
Yeah.
ka. Okay.
There you go. Carlos Celdran. Last podcast.
Just said putang ina.
Yeah,
On live radio.
that's history. Number 5, Tundo. Of course, Tundo is very dangerous, right?
Tondo.
Especially during Ashong.
Yeah.
Ashong,
Wow,
Ashong.
what a frequent picture of Tondo, too. What was that, 1920s, diba? That movie was
Yeah. No, well, things haven't changed much since then.
Oh.
You can still get like stabbed,
Yeah.
like,
You can still get stabbed.
Yeah.
You can still get robbed. You know, it's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
and you can buy pagpag. You can
And
get
you can buy-
pagpag.
well, to be fair, there are nice parts of Tondo. To be
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
and there's like middle class. You know, some people could, like Saint Scholastica actually started in Tondo.
Wow.
Did
Oh,
anybody
really?
know that?
The Saint Scholastica Manila.
Saint Scholastica, you
Oh,
know,
okay.
as being the social school for, you know,
Right.
For lesbian.
for
Until they got
colegiala
stabbed,
lesbians.
until
but high
this-
class colegiala lesbians. And Ben Cab is from
Saints
Oh,
from
the
Saints
art-
Co? Oh, I thought from
Ben
Saints
Cab-
Co.
Ben Cab knows
So
from
Ben Cab got a sex. Okay.
Oh, he'd be all
Sex
too happy
change.
to be in Saints Go.
And yeah, number 4,
Number 4.
Scarborough Shoal.
Yes.
Actually, I'm planning a trip out there.
Have-
I'm trying to find a way to get out to Scarborough Shoal and the Spratlys Islands.
And do a walking tour.
And to just sort of check it out. You know what's
Hey,
going on?
hey, I'll go with you.
yeah, we can
I'll
actually,
go with you.
It's actually, you know, it's a tense situation, but it's supposed to be really beautiful down there.
Yeah.
That's probably why
I'm
China
sure it is.
wants it so bad.
Well, China wants everything. That's just basically it.
Yeah.
And the only reason why, really, why we're losing our power there is because we're just losing grip on the islands, literally. Since it's so, I mean, basically you're looking at a stand of a whole set of islands, and all these like countries are standing off with one another, right?
Right.
So Malaysia's there, we're there, Vietnam's there.
Taiwan,
So
too.
Malaysia sort of made themselves permanent by putting up a resort.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, so that way you can't really contest when you put up infrastructure, right?
Right.
We don't have infrastructure on any of these islands. I mean, back then the islands were ours simply because Ferdinand Marcos was close to the United States.
And said, these are ours.
Yeah, so every time
Right.
that China tried to do something, we just blow them up.
Yeah.
Right.
Ah, here comes China, let's blow
Yeah,
them up.
yeah,
yay. And we can't do that anymore. So what we did to lay a claim on our islands is that we got a ship and we rammed it there in the 1990s. And now
Into the island?
Onto one of the islands. And now we
Okay.
have 2 guys living there 24/7.
Wow.
Bored as hell. Like literally no cell phone, no nothing.
Wow.
And they spend their whole day picking up fish. And then another island, Pag-asa, with a runway on it,
Yeah.
that has 150 people living on it only.
Okay.
And 150 people, and I think half of them are children.
Okay.
So if we want to increase our, what do you call that?
Claim.
Our claim to
Yeah.
it, all we have to do is just make it more livable and occupy it with people.
Oh, put
Which
an
would-
SM. Put an SM.
Put an SM,
Put an
Yeah.
SM,
put,
right?
I don't, well, you can, put something on it.
Henry
Yeah,
C.
yeah.
Come
Water
on.
would be better before a mall, I think. A
Yeah.
purification system
Okay,
would probably
okay.
help more. But it's basically it. Because the thing is, if we make it unlivable and take out those 2 people, literally China
Yeah.
will walk in and take over the island. So it's really just a game of like, who's like, it's like
Yeah,
the
the
last dance,
first-
right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
who's-
yeah.
It's like newspaper dance. Who's like
Right,
gonna be
right,
the
right.
last person standing?
Well,
So
trip
what-
to Jerusalem, but with islands.
That's what we should do. We have so many informal settlers.
That's who the 150 people
Just-
are. We ship them there.
Just ship them there,
We
right?
did,
There's
and that's
so
who they
much land.
are. That's who they are. We give them
We
an
could
allowance
put
just
more.
to hang out.
Yeah, yeah. Put our tax money, send them there, right?
And it's
just sustain
basically
them.
it, since we can't build any buildings there.
Yeah, and plus they're informal settlers, so they're used to building their own shelters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of like natural.
That could be
driftwood.
considered a structure, right?
Yeah, right. I mean,
If I go, I'm bringing condoms for those guys.
All
And,
right.
you know, a lot of Western culture.
And then number 3,
3.
sewage system. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's an
Yeah,
interesting
that's
door.
that's one of the
Is that
most dangerous.
Photograph here?
No, I think that was in
India?
It
India.
looks like India.
Looks
Okay.
Indian.
Well,
I'm not being
yeah.
racist. He just
Yeah.
really looks
No,
Indian.
It looks like India.
So that's a septic tank? Lalaki
Yeah.
sa septic tank?
Yeah. That could
But
be that's
I
the
don't
next
even,
movie.
do we
if,
even have an underground system like Paris? I don't even think it's that big. I think it's just only a small pipe.
I think it's just that pipe.
Yeah,
that
I
small
think
pipe.
that's it.
Right there.
That would pretty much...
It's one
Yeah.
pipe that it's one pipe that leads directly to Manila Bay.
Yeah, to by Ocean Park.
Yeah, that's where all the fees.
We should extend it to Scarborough.
so that China stays away.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, number 2.
Number 2, a prison.
Dangerous.
Well, not that prison, obviously, because these guys look harmless.
No,
Is that the Cebu one? Is that Cebu?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dancing prison.
I think this
But
is the
I think I
wanna
Gangnam.
if I go to jail, I think I want to be
But you
that
have
in
been.
the Cebu one.
You have been, right?
Yeah, but it was just a cell on United Nations Avenue, right? The toilets weren't very good. Food
Wait, how
selection-
long were you there?
There's no food
How long were you there?
selection. A little over 24 hours. It was nothing.
Oh, that's it.
It was a drunk
Oh.
tank. I know people stayed longer.
Okay. So you didn't get like a
Drunk.
tattoo?
You like
and-
no sige Sputnik.
No, that's
Wow.
when I finally served the sentence for 2.5 months, which I'm still holding off.
Oh.
I'm guilty.
So you have to serve 2.5 months.
I have to serve. I'm thinking the Supreme Court. If the Supreme Court doesn't
Gosh.
overturn it, I gotta go. But I think we're a logical country and we have an efficient justice system.
Or you can fake an injury, like a neck injury, and then say,
I
oh,
could make an.
yeah.
Actually, I do have a neck injury, so actually
You do, yeah, you do.
I do
from
have protruding
Cruz.
disc,
Yeah.
right?
So you
say
could do
have
like
slipped
a
disc.
hospital arrest or something, right?
Or so I can pull a GMA.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I could pull a GMA.
I think you could. Yeah. And of course, the top one, church. There we go.
Well, you know, I would say it's not that bad a place to do a walking tour. It's air conditioned, shady. There's good architecture.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's got nice acoustics.
Plus, you never know who can just walk in.
Oh, you never
Yeah,
know who could just
yeah.
walk in. Yeah, I remember that day. That was actually, believe it or not, and quite coincidentally, International Blasphemy Day.
Wow.
Every September 29 is International Blasphemy Day.
Okay, we declare it September 29th.
It's actually declared by the world.
Oh, it is?
It is, and
Oh,
by
okay.
some weird
Let me
freak of
let me put that
accident,
down.
I ended up there inside on International.
That was a coincidence.
Absolute
Now
coincidence.
it should be
Oh.
called
The whole thing was a coincidence. It's not like I planned. I kind of planned it, but I didn't really plan it. You know, I just went inside because it was raining.
So that was actually just a cover for your head.
I was supposed to be
And-
outside by the tower.
Right.
And then
So
it
the
started
rain forced you
raining.
to go in.
I went inside and said, "Oh look, there's nobody standing in the middle. Here we go.
Oh, free food and wine.
Free
Nice.
food. Who are the funny guys in the hats?
But that actually.
Why do they seem so mad?
Yeah, why are they so mad?
Why
And
are they
they're
so
like
mad?
excommunicating me.
You know what
Why are
would
they
be
looking?
funnier?
You looking me badly?
Yeah, would have been funnier is if you put 450 instead and you were just looking for
Like
a
some
car.
comedians joke.
Yeah, like
right?
Ramon.
Actually, if I did put the real character, because everybody thinks Damaso's really, actually
Padre
not the
Damaso.
worst guy in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Father
yeah, yeah.
Damaso is actually the sort of funny, affable. He's like the sort of like Subas Herrero, like a funny, fat Tisoy
Right,
guy,
right.
like
Yeah.
me, like literally like me, fat,
Yeah.
funny Tisoy
The
guy.
Super Serrero of the Catholic.
Of
and
it, like, you know, who's just like happens to father kids and all that.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
a bad temper.
Impregnate
Yeah,
these
yeah.
women. and
But he
stuff.
wasn't like evil and lecherous. That's Father Salvi,
Oh, right.
right? So Father Salvi is actually worse than
I
Father
gotta reread
Damaso.
the Noli.
But the thing is, everybody knows Damaso. If I put Salvi on the placard,
They'll be
exactly
like,
that. They'd be like, whose driver's
I
that,
gotta-
right?
Exactly, yeah. Like my reaction.
Manong Salvi.
Yeah.
Manong
Exactly.
Salvi.
Yeah. I guess because Damaso was the one that the people remember. Oh, si Damaso.
Yeah, even though he's not. And that's one of the misconceptions as well. Another misconception is that Maria Clara is not supposed to be revered. Maria Clara is supposed to be, I think, the way Rizal wanted to do it, a bubble-headed real, like a pretty
Bimbo yeah.
idiot.
But Maria Clara was supposed to be the Philippines, right?
It was supposed
Or
to be
no?
the Philippines, but also supposed to be like a bit of the character. But she wasn't supposed to be seen as,
Like the Virgin Mary. Or
as sort of like an ideal.
yeah.
Right,
Like,
right,
She's
right.
not supposed to be an ideal.
Like you're
She's
supposed,
a symbol, but
yeah,
not an
you're supposed to
ideal.
improve
Okay,
upon
okay.
the,
But more, like she was supposed to be a more real
Yeah.
real person rather than like somebody that you have to like.
Yeah, like not
Exactly.
Jose Rizal did not want more Maria Claras in this world, because it was just she's just an unempowered.
He wanted
Yeah.
he wanted the people to improve upon like the idea of this bimbo.
Wow, you guys are deep.
Mm.
I need to reread that book because I think it was
Right,
high
a
school.
bimbo na Maria Clara.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to learn how to count in Japanese. 1 to 10. Here we go. Yeah, this is brought to you by GenkiJapan.net.
GenkiJapan.net. Numbers. Here we go. Ichi.
Itchy,
Ichi.
itchy,
Ich ni.
itch knee,
Ich ni san.
itch knee san,
Ich ni san shi.
itch knee san shi,
Ich ni san shi.
itch knee san shi go ku go,
Ich ni
san shi go,
Ich
ni san shi go ku roku, ni san shi go roku, itch knee san shi go roku nana, ni san shi go roku nana, san shi go roku nana hachi, roku nana hachi, san shi go roku nana hachi, hachi q, ni san shi go roku nana hachi q. It's ni san shi go roku nana hachi q ju. Right, that's 1 to 10. I think that's enough for me for one day. I'll try to learn more tomorrow.
Anyway, it's time for Carlos's travel photos, which I downloaded from his Facebook. I stalked you,
Okay.
so I picked some of your photos here.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Let me see.
All right, let's see.
What questions?
There
were
you go.
asking?
Oh, nice picture of Tim's laptop. Anyway.
Yeah, where is that? That's a very
That's
nice,
Oh, that's
beautiful
Central Park
picture.
in New York City. That was just
Nice.
last November.
Nice.
The moon over. I was caught somewhere between the moon and New York City.
Nice.
Literally,
sounds like
that's why I
lyrics,
took the
yeah, yeah.
photograph. I was like, oh look, it's the moon and
Caught
it's
up
New York City,
between the New
and
York City.
I'm somewhere in between.
What were you doing in New York?
I was there because I was in pre-rehearsals for a performance that's going to New York in November.
So you're going to be in a...
Imelda's opening in New York.
Oh.
And you're in it.
I'm going to be in it. It's going to be a one-man show.
Nice.
My Imelda cast, unfortunately, cannot make it with me because it's going to be an equity stage. It's
Okay,
gonna
what does
be-
that mean? What is an equity
it means
stage?
It means it's the real thing.
Okay.
It's off Broadway. So it's going to be on
Oh.
42nd Street, right behind the Port Authority in Claremont Theater on Theater Row.
Wait, when does it start?
Opens October. Well, all things willing. I'm just
Yeah,
knocking
yeah.
on wood. You know, I'm just saying out here many things can happen. But for now, we've already paid for the rent of the theater, so it's got to go. My theater company is going to be producing Living La Vida Imelda in New York City.
Nice. Congratulations.
That's
Well,
If you need like, do you need like assistance?
PAs.
You know, I can clean the stage. You know, I can carry your luggage.
I don't think it's going to be as glamorous as you think
no.
it is, man.
Yeah, I can play Imelda Marcus's shoe.
Actually, as I was when I took that photograph, since we didn't have much rehearsal space,
Yeah.
the reason why I took that photograph is I was rehearsing a performance while walking around the park.
Okay, okay.
A lot of people thought I was absolutely crazy because I was basically doing a one-man show.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Talking to myself while walking, trying to
But-
get the script in my head, trying to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
everything like that. While
But
I was
hey,
taking,
it's New York and Central Park.
That's good, you
Yeah,
know.
so-
I'm pretty sure strangers.
You
did
blended
that.
in right
oh, yeah,
away,
for sure,
right?
For sure. Then just some.
That's what I do when I go to like dangerous neighborhoods. I just talk to myself. That way, people just he's
Just
crazy.
stay away,
He's
yeah.
crazy. Just
Or
stay
wear
away.
a priest's outfit. You'd be surprised how much people would leave you alone.
Really? Nice. So in October we should go.
Yeah, to New York.
We should
Please,
go to
please,
New York.
please come along, come along.
Wouldn't it be cool if like Imelda actually went and,
Yeah.
and watched?
She's threatened to go many times. She never shows up. She never shows up. Oh, I think I present a fair picture anyway with Living La Vida Imelda. I mean, I show all the bad stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also show some of the good stuff that she's done. I mean, not everything the Marcuses did was bad, and not everything that the Kinos are doing is good.
True.
That
true.
is true.
Like what you said before, it's always biased, right? So whoever wins gets to.
Gets to
Yeah,
yeah,
rewrite it, right?
1986, 1987, ABS-CBN and the Aquino family have been pretty much writing everything down for us to believe in. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to present an opposites. I try to present a balanced picture.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the other side of the coin.
The other side of the coin. The other side of
Did
the
you see the documentary, Imelda? Did you see that one?
I saw parts of it.
How about you, Carlos? Did you see that?
coin.
Yeah.
it was very well done. I mean, it was very well done.
Did that influence you in any way when you wrote this one-man show?
Everything about Imelda influenced the performance. Whether it was that one, whether it was America's Boy by James Hamilton Patterson, or just Imelda herself. I
Or
mean, it's
the
not
fact
like
that
I
she has-
idolize the woman. I
Right,
just
right.
believe that, like an elephant in a room, you cannot deny the presence.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
she
everywhere you
has
look in the Philippines has got her stamp
She
on it.
has her own verb.
Yeah.
You know, like what struck me in that documentary was when she wrote like the Pac-Man. This is the Pac-Man, and I was like,
Eh.
whoa.
Yeah, no, she's one clown short of a full circus, that is for sure. But
Just
you know,
one clown,
sometimes
huh?
insanity, it's a fine line between that and brilliance, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
is
true.
true.
That's true. That's true. My grandmother who passed away, she was a genius, but she was also kind of like
Not
borderline
Nuts.
autistic. Yeah, nuts.
Autistic.
Yeah,
nuts.
she's
Yeah,
nuts.
basically. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. All right, next photo, please.
Oh,
Okay, interesting. This is here, right? In
that
Philippines?
wasn't a vacation shot. That was
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
taken
yeah.
yesterday. I was walking around town. Okay, that is the Carriedo Fountain in Santa Cruz, right in front of the Santa Cruz Church. I took it because it's finally working. I mean, I used to go by that fountain for years and years and years, and now the current administration has actually fixed the public fountains in Chinatown. So both Binondo Church and Santa Cruz Church fountains.
I think we need more like stuff like
pub-
this in
public
the city, right?
fountains, yeah.
Oh yeah, especially for the public. I mean,
Yeah.
all beauty right now, I really hate it, is only meant for the rich.
True.
It's
true.
like if you're going to, if you want civilized town planning, if you want pedestrianization,
Go to Makati,
you got to
go
go
to
to Makati,
Fort,
you got to go
right,
to Fort
right.
Bonifacio, you got to give at least 1% of your gross to the Ayala Corporation, SM
Yeah.
or DMCI or whoever, right? It's hateable. It's like
Yeah,
our government got completely lazy. And they decided that, let's forget civility on the public sphere. Let's just leave it up to the businessmen to make things civilized.
Just like what's happening to Martinez, the ice skater.
Oh,
They're like, hey,
it
the
had
public
to be.
sector. I mean,
Because
the private
people
sector.
like Napoles and Enrile and Bong would keep taking our taxes, which should be going to this sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not cheap to repair a fountain. It's not cheap to repair a road.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, we should really. I think we should really take these businessmen to task as well, because
should.
it takes two to tango. I mean, if you look at all of the planning right now for MRT and LRT, they don't get off to where people actually get off. They actually
Yeah,
get
yeah.
off in malls.
yeah.
And they connect themselves.
yeah,
And
exactly,
to
yeah,
have it
yeah.
connected to a mall, it really does take a businessman talking to the government and actually bribing or trying to get their
That
way.
is true.
So, it's really, and right now, businessmen in the Philippines are more powerful and richer than
Yeah.
the Philippine government and any local government unit that they have. So I think we should stop looking at these businessmen as people who are like providing us miraculous jobs, but actually look at them as a sub-government and demand accountability from them the way that we demand accountability from government.
The fiscal responsibility.
Fiscal res-
I think you
social
should run. I
responsibility
think
of
you should
SM.
run. I think Carlos should run in the next election
Oh
for
God,
some office.
no.
No? Barangay captain or tanod or something.
Yeah, start from the bottom.
But those are, actually, I kind of thought of something. Since you know a lot about the history of Manila, right? Before, we used to have a lot of those rotonda. Is that true? But now they replaced it with traffic lights and all.
Yeah.
But wasn't it like much nicer when they had those rotonda? And in fact, wasn't it better for traffic?
Yeah, it's better for traffic, especially for a population of a city that was only 1 million.
Yeah, yeah.
If you actually look at Rotonda in Pasay, there's no Rotonda there anymore.
Yeah, they're gone. They're
It's
gone,
like,
right?
where's the Rotonda? And it's actually the LRT and Taft Avenue.
Yeah,
Once
yeah.
upon a time, there was actually, I think, even a sculpture
Yeah.
in the middle of that.
I think I remember.
Well, you have to decrease the population of Manila. You have to increase public transportation. That's the only way we can do it. And that's where I was, actually this morning, I was at a rally called Share the Road Foundation that was started by Tony Aposa, a really ballsy lawyer
Yeah.
who's suing the Philippine government.
Wow.
Because
For
there's a
what? For
law,
what? Yeah.
actually, there's a law that's been passed already that there's a 50-50 sharing program. Half the road should be for cars, and half the road should be for bicycles and pedestrians and whatever.
Wow.
The law has been passed many, many years ago.
Whoa,
So
I
it
never knew
hasn't
that.
been
Wow.
implemented. So what this guy is doing is now going to the Supreme Court, and that's where we went to this morning,
Yeah.
to demand that they enforce that law.
Wow, I didn't even
So
know.
50% of the road should be for bicycles.
And
Wow.
for pedestrians.
Wow. For all roads, or what is that? Like
Whatever the road is,
major-
there's a law.
So like EDSA should be 50-50.
I think all roads, depending upon the local government. I don't know. It's
Well, they're
all
already
law.
doing it on C5. 50% goes to like the informal settlers.
And yeah, 50%. and
Because they do
Commonwealth.
whatever they want. They just live there, right? Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, next photo, please. Ooh.
Oh, that
That's
was
Sha-
actually the same day.
Yeah, is that Xiaolong Bao?
You
Or-
didn't go very deep on my
No?
Facebook page, did
no,
you?
No, I didn't. No. I just figured
I'm
this is
downloading
recent.
things from like 4 days ago.
Mhm.
That's Dongbei dumplings in Binondo, Chinatown. One of my favorite places to
Really
bike
good.
to.
Mm.
That is their Sholang Bao.
Yeah, juicy.
95 pesos.
95.
For 6.
Yeah, so
How much is
soft.
it in crystal jade?
200
Uh,
something?
200,
Oh,
250.
man.
Something 95.
They should
grand
just go
dumpling.
here.
And then you can buy it, you can take it home and make your own.
Yeah, nice.
And it's the only restaurant I know in the Philippines that is solely dedicated to dumplings.
Cool. I'm
They
gonna
have
go
some
there.
legit-
I'm gonna go
They
there.
have
Yeah.
some legit dumpling
It's legit,
places.
right? It's the real thing.
Places in
I'm
Binondo.
gonna eat it there.
Like real sort of like guy behind the counter who speaks Chinese and
Yeah.
is in a sando and the whole
He's
thing.
Chinese.
Yeah, yeah. It's like totally Binondo. Totally Binondo.
Totally Binondo. My dad
You know,
is
the,
taking
you know
me.
the type I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You
That
know
could
the
be a
type-
new,
You know the type of guy I'm talking
Yeah.
about, right? Sando.
Shadow all sweaty with like a with like a good morning towel
With
somewhere.
a good morning towel, like making dumplings
Yeah.
like that.
That
like
could be the new parang travel thing.
But that's
Totally
not what makes
Binondo.
the food so good. I mean, like, why is it about Binondo? I mean, it is a filthy, filthy place in the world. But the
so
second that you
yummy.
go there, the first thing you think is like, I'm hungry.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
look,
gives
it's
it the
there.
flavor.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I think all the dirt just just goes into the food and it gives it that. That
It's just, if you
know?
look at actually Binondo, Chinatown,
Chinese
it's
sweat.
actually just the esteros that are
Yeah,
dirty.
Yeah.
The roads aren't so dirty anymore, and there's really no informal settlers or squatters within the Binondo area.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Everybody's
They-
rich. Please,
Yeah,
there's
they
more
do, yeah,
money
yeah.
in all of Binondo than Fort Bonifacio
Yeah, with
combined.
all those hardware stores.
You'd be
All the hardware-
surprised.
It's like it's all poor street, and there's an HSBC. Like what? HSBC?
No, you're right. You know, sometimes like you see these unassuming, like they have their hair, like and they're worth billions.
And they're riding like a Mercedes-Benz Boxer type, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So
And it's in Binondo, right?
and it's Binondo.
Goodness. Okay, next photo, please. Manila Hotel, is it?
The Manila Hotel, and that's my luggage. That's my beef
The native.
briefcase. That's what I wear every
Is it
day.
from Baguio?
It's from Quiapo, actually. Yeah, harking back to my UP days. I mean, that's such a UP sort of accessory, isn't it? The
Or
basket
you know what?
plastic bag. It's like almost a UP staple.
What's weird also is like those the Philams when they go back to the Philippines and then they go back to the States. They always sport that bag
yeah.
and kind of like saying like
look,
like
I'm now so
proud.
native. Look at me.
I came home.
I've owned it.
I went back
I'm-
to the motherland.
Yeah, I'm
Back with
so
the
Pinoy
motherland.
now.
Look
Yeah.
at my
I'm proud
Alibata
to be
tattoo.
Pinoy.
Look at my Alibata tattoo.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is douchebag, right? Like, tuck, 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 douchebag and alibata, right?
And then they
Phil,
wear
I'm
those-
douchebag, alibata, tuck, 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 tuck,
Philippine
tuck, tuck, tuck.
flag.
You know what's funny is they have those
Phil Am
sabong.
issues. Why
have
Phil
you?
Am so into that sort of like identity issues, like
Because they have a
reclaiming-
crisis. There's a crisis.
drives me bananas.
And then they have these shirts. Have you seen the shirts? Sabong. And then they got like some muscular dude with like a
like
a
a chicken cock.
cock. Like I've never seen a muscular dude in a sabong.
Sabong, right?
Like,
Yeah, they
you know,
kind of romanticize the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think it's got a lot to do with the fact that there's, I don't know, I just think it's a total futile journey. Because having no identity is something that's occurring already over here.
Yeah.
If we don't know who the hell we are and where the hell we're going over here, what makes you think that from San Diego over there, you'll be able to figure it out for us?
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think we're in a journey for identity. I think our journey has to be like something, we have to search for excellence first before the identity.
Mm-hmm.
Like before looking for a true Filipino art, let's make sure it's good art. Before looking for great Filipino music, let's make sure that it's good music. So we kind of like go for identity before quality. And that's something I think that's wrong. Because we seem to be very dismissive of things that are not Filipino. We consider, oh, you know, ketchup, that's not very Filipino. But guess what?
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? ketchup can be Filipino. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
Filipino
yeah.
identity has always been about absorbing the world, which
Yeah.
a lot of Phil-Ams should understand.
Yeah, yeah.
That being Filipino does not necessarily mean have to deny your American background or look for something that's purist.
Mhm.
Actually, just take it all and do a good job, and you're Filipino.
Yeah.
Like, look at Monique Lolier.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
a perfect
yeah,
example.
yeah.
She doesn't even look Filipino. She makes excellent
Mestiza,
work.
yeah, yeah.
But then she falls off the stage. She'll say, "Agay." Right?
True, true. That's a good point. No, because we sometimes, like, because we do, me and China, we're both stand-up comedians,
Mm.
and sometimes we get the, oh, that's so Western, like, you know, you're so doing like Western
Yeah.
comedy.
Don't just go
And-
bite it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, you
It's
know
like-
what? F you, right?
No, the
I'm sorry,
worst
you
is
can say,
like
right? Fuck you, right?
When, because I do mine mostly in English, and sometimes I feel like some people think that's not a Filipino experience because you're doing it in English.
Yeah.
Why can't it be? Why can't I do my art in English
Yeah,
and still be Filipino,
no,
right?
Totally is. I
Still
mean,
be
what
considered
you're
Filipino.
looking for, if you're looking for something that's completely like, who's taking over what?
Mhm,
Okay, then all of you who are the Tagalog people speakers should just
Yeah,
shut
yeah.
the hell up. Because Bisaya was probably the dominant language before it
Or
was all
Kapampangan.
everything.
Or
Or
Kapampangan.
Kapampangan.
Yeah.
Or like, we should all be speaking Aita. Okay? Everyone
Yeah,
just
yeah.
shut up and let's just all talk Kalibata. It gets problematic the second you start putting down a colonial
Yeah, yeah.
force or one of those influences. Because
Yeah.
all of us were immigrants. Even the brownest of the brownest person on the street came in on some barangay
Mm-mm.
and is an interloper.
That's the boat, right?
The boat.
that we came
The
in.
only thing that's been here before everybody else, I probably would say, would be the fish and the birds and the trees.
True, true.
And that's it.
I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot from,
I am too.
this podcast.
So
And those same people who say that they take the jeepney, which is what, an American.
American leftover,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So yeah, since they blew up everything in the war, like they said, here, have a Jeep, $1.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
Boy,
just
you
gonna
really
show
did
some
not
street
go
food.
deep at all in my Facebook page at all. I think, this
And
is,
no
I
time.
think that's still on my page.
It is. Actually, we're just gonna show the next one too. We're gonna show some of the street food. There we go.
Yeah, actually, there are healthy.
Yeah.
So there's healthy street food in Manila if you actually keep your eye out on it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And if for a vegetarian, there's a lot of good stuff that you can buy as well. I mean, there's corn, there's boiled peanuts, there's the egg, there's red bean siopao. You
Ooh,
know, there's
yummy.
all of
Red
these
bean
fruits.
siopao. Yeah.
There's buko.
That's yummy.
I mean, vegans can actually eat really well on Philippine streets if they know what to look for.
Yeah, yeah. And it's clean,
And it's clean.
right?
That's true.
You won't get like hepatitis. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Because we're almost gonna hit the time here.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna do this thing. It's called
Where
because
am I looking?
because of the walking. Can we go to the quiz? I'm gonna test Carlos here because since you're known for your walking tours.
And as a historian,
Yeah. So, well, the historian part has nothing to do with this. We're gonna do a test. It's called feet-ish, and we're gonna show some famous feet,
And I have
Okay.
to identify the foot.
and you have to identify who owns
Will
it.
there be a matching face or none?
Afterwards.
I have to get like out of like for everybody in the world.
I'll give you some clues.
All 5 billion people in the world. I have to guess which foot.
No,
that
these are
is.
celebrities. So,
Okay,
so I'll give you some clues. I'll give you some
it's
clues.
not like he's gonna show a foot from your doctor and like make you guess that.
But it's funny.
Oh, that's my Aunt Madge.
Yeah.
That's my Aunt Madge.
What
from
happened
San
to that?
Fernando.
What happened to that? The shoe company that was trying to.
Skechers?
I wasn't gonna say it, but so what finally happened?
I don't know. It was just kind of funny. Well, nothing. I mean, it was
Yeah.
just. I mean, I can't blame them for asking.
Yeah.
But it was a corporation asking if I could do a walking tour for them, do an
Uh-huh.
endorsement for them, film a video for them, and they'll give me 6 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
I'm like, but that sounds like a good deal.
Make it 7 and it's a deal.
Yeah, all right. I don't know. Well, I guess it's because a lot of the like today, there's everybody and their dog can call themselves a PR company.
Yeah.
You know, so really, I think a lot of people out there who aren't very well versed when it comes to things like negotiating with people or how to do stuff are out there opening their mouths, and we end up with situations like this. But it's a good thing I didn't post it online. The mockery was kept on my personal page.
Yeah. But I was able to read it, and I thought it was funny.
I would have done it for like 10 pairs of shoes.
10 pairs?
Yeah.
Really,
It was
2
a lot of
days
work.
worth of working, and
It's
like
a lot of work.
That's like
Well, he'll do anything for.
dude, it's
for
ske-
10.
if they throw in like a
Skechers.
cheeseburger.
It's Britney Spears' shoes, man. But no, don't get me wrong. I like Skechers.
Yeah, their ad. They have a billboard ad.
Yeah.
It's very distracting on EDSA.
Who is it? Britney Spears? No.
No, it's like some models and they're in their underwear because apparently Skechers sells underwear.
Skechers underwear.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Why
And
do
I-
when I hear Skechers and underwear, I think of skid marks. That doesn't sound sketch. Stretch.
It doesn't sound sexy.
Skid scratch.
Skechers marks.
From
Okay.
a
All right, let's start.
Stretch
Let's
marks
start
and
this
skid
challenge.
marks. Okay. Go.
Okay, you ready, Carlos? You ready?
Go.
Okay, we'll show you the first pair of feet. There we go. I'll give you a clue. The celebrity that owns these feet, she was here for the opening of a mall.
That's Paris Hilton.
For the opening of a mall
Okay.
in
It's not
Taguig.
Paris Hilton.
In Taguig.
Oh, okay. That's Sarah Jessica Parker. She's got veiny feet.
Yes, correct.
That's veiny feet, my dear.
That's what
Yeah.
happens when you run around.
Sorry,
the
no.
racetrack.
Jennifer
Oh,
Aniston.
Aniston. Okay. Well, she's got veiny feet.
Well, I
made a
wasted my
mistake.
one
Sorry,
horse
sorry.
joke for her.
Yeah, she
should
does.
have
No?
put her feet in cold water after working out.
She's what? She's 50. How old is she now?
Pretty
60.
close to 50.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 40. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm 42. All right, this one. Okay, sorry, I gave you the wrong clue there. This one. Okay, this one is
Sarah Jessica Parker.
no. The clue here is she was in the remake of a movie entitled Total Recall.
That's not Sharon.
No, the second.
The
Total
second
Recall.
one.
The remake.
Oh, that was a terrible movie.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
But this girl is. I mean,
didn't have that guy who keeps like getting drunk. What's his name?
Colin
Colin
Farrell.
Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
looked like he was half drunk.
So
through
she was in
the
that
movie.
movie.
Okay, the dark hair, Jennifer Connelly. No.
No.
Oh, but close. Am I warm?
No, far.
Is she like the poor man's Jennifer Connelly? No.
No.
Okay.
This one is. She's British.
She's British.
Yeah.
Okay, she's
Married to
British,
a
but like.
director.
And she's hot.
Okay,
she's
she's
very
British and she's married to the director. Okay, it's She was married to Sam Mendes.
No.
She also plays like a vampire in a
In a series.
series of movies.
Oh, her, and she was caught having an affair with her
She did?
director in Snowman. That one?
No.
No, that's
She
Kirsten.
did?
That's Kirsten. Whatever.
Close. The first letter.
K.
Yeah.
K. Kristen, Christy, Kelly. Give up.
Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale.
Yeah.
She was here.
She was here.
Isn't she? Wasn't she in Brokedown Palace?
No, that was
Oh.
Claire Danes and
And Kate Beckinsale.
that was Kate
So she was
Beckinsale.
here? How
That
did I
was
miss that?
Kate-
That
Was she
was Kate
here?
Beckinsale.
That was
Oh,
Kate
gosh.
That was
Beckinsale.
her.
When was this?
1995?
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
okay, okay.
Yeah, that
Alright.
was Kate Beckinsale.
That whole fiasco where
Okay.
Claire Danes said like, "Oh, everything
the-
smells like cockroaches."
Cockroach,
and
yeah,
people
yeah,
have
yeah.
like broken no arms and like some shit. like
Yeah, I
that.
wasn't here.
No, I do remember. Actually, the 90s are pretty ugly here.
You can just go to Tacloban now if you want to see celebrities and just wait.
Apparently.
Just hang out there
Yeah,
and then wait
David
for.
Beckham's there right now.
I think he already left, right?
No, he left now.
I left that.
But what happens with like, does he have like his own tent with Perrier and stuff like that, or does,
Probably.
I don't.
or
I
does he
saw,
really
yeah,
eat like sisig along with the rest of them?
I
And,
saw
know.
a picture of him
making kamayan. I want to see him make
No.
kamayan like Era.
No,
And like feeding people like that.
reading children's books to kids. Like
Yeah.
kids were on his lap. And
They
he
wouldn't
was-
understand a
Yeah,
word you say.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
That
But-
Welsh accent.
But what's funny is like a lot of them
Mine
didn't
is
know.
Fine, falls mine.
They
and
What was about
didn't know who he was.
time?
That was the fun. They didn't know who he was.
Of course, I wouldn't know
Yeah,
who he was.
yeah. They're like,
sino
huh?
yan?
See, Askal ba yan? Askal.
Yeah, it's like,
All right. This one. Okay, this one. Okay, what's the clue here?
They
She
didn't
she
know
was
who
married
you-
to some crazy guy who's into Scientology.
Oh. She's married. Was or
Was.
was?
What?
So
Yeah, was, right?
Yeah.
They
So this
divorced,
is
right?
Yeah,
ex
was.
of Tom Cruise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is begins with Kate as well.
Yep.
Kate.
you're getting warm.
Kate Cruz.
No. Well, not anymore.
Not
Okay, yeah.
Not
Okay,
anymore.
give up. I forgot her name.
Katie
I know who she is.
Holmes.
Katie
Holmes. There we go.
Well done. Okay.
She has nice feet.
Oh, yeah,
actually.
she has nice eyes.
Yeah.
Sort of like
Yeah.
pretty basset hound eyes.
Better than
That
this one.
Those shoes belong to Janet Napoles. No.
I don't think she's that dark. This one is a very powerful.
Vinay. No.
no.
I'm talking about
There's a-
Junjun.
there's a-
Junjun's Bane's got a really nice pedicure, huh?
Yeah, there's an umbrella.
She's got
Also-
corns. She's got problems with the corns. Though,
This-
but
this
that's a very
lady-
well manicured dark foot, though.
This lady's very, very powerful, very rich. She already finished her
Oprah.
lap. Yes. You got it. Oprah.
Oprah has all that money and can't fix her feet.
Well, it's not. Well, as I said, it's just the corns that are the problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or unless
this
tho-
girl's got
unless
corn
that's her,
problems.
like,
They have
lucky thing,
creams
right?
For that now, I mean,
Unless that's her lucky thing.
Okay. And
Okay,
these
this
are-
one. Was she married to? Oh, okay. This one. She's a big actress from Spain.
Penelope Cruz.
Boom. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I just pulled it out from
yeah.
nowhere. Okay.
Yeah.
Isabel Preisler. Okay.
her feet aren't that bad too.
Yeah. Oh, it's not.
It's not Penelope.
Okay,
Oh.
it's not Penelope
Not
Cruz.
bad. Are you
Okay.
sure?
Okay, I'm a one.
Oh, sorry, no.
Is
Yeah,
she
it's
from
not.
Spain?
Sorry, no, she's not from Spain.
She's not from
This-
Spain at all. Okay, so when I look
No,
at
this
Spanish
girl is an heiress. There we go.
feet. Paris Hilton.
Yes. There we go.
Skanky feet.
Actually, her feet aren't that nice, huh?
No.
No.
They're like man feet.
Kinda, yeah.
Long.
They're man feet. Okay, this
those
one.
are nice feet.
Okay, this one is the Spanish actress.
Penelope Cruz.
There we go.
Penelope Cruz.
Yeah. She's
I love my feet.
They're kind
I
of.
love my feet.
That's a good impression, huh? They're kind of weird though. Like the third toe.
Yeah, it could
Kinda-
just be the angle. But hey, those are nice feet. I mean, like, I wouldn't kick Penelope Cruz's feet out of bed for eating crackers.
Me neither. But that's assuming that we'd be in the same bed, right?
With Penelope Cruz.
Yeah. Then maybe I'd kick you out first. But I wouldn't kick her. Yeah.
I won't hold it against you. It's fine.
Yeah. But I would hold
The act
her.
of kicking me out,
yeah.
not my feet.
All right, this one. Oh, these are nice, huh? This one. This was the one that.
No
did
local
the,
feet? Did you have a local person? Yeah. Our approach is only having imported feet. This is
Yeah, I
only
just did imported
international
feet.
celebrity feet.
Yeah.
You've got colonial-minded feet program.
Yeah,
going
sorry.
on here. Okay.
I-
I want to
I
see
got
some
colonial
local
mentality.
feet. That's what I was hoping that the
Well,
dark
this one was
colonial-
here. She was here.
Really?
She cut the ribbon for the opening of an SM.
Sarah Jessica Parker again?
Yes.
Okay.
No, we missed her in the first
Oh,
one. I
that's
gave you
right.
the wrong clue.
Yeah.
She's got nice
Just
feet.
nice feet, yeah.
Very nice feet.
I think she has the best feet.
For somebody who
Yeah, and she's pretty.
Yeah.
For somebody who runs around in a racetrack, she has nice feet.
She has the best feet, I think, so far. And the last one.
Big, Beyonce feet.
No. She's this one is a tennis star.
Venus.
Close.
Rush. No.
Close.
Sister Venus
Yes.
feet.
Yes.
Serena feet.
Yes.
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 Serena Williams feet.
Yes. Correct.
Isn't Serena supposed to be mermaid? Shouldn't she have like fin feet?
She should, yeah. But like black fin feet.
So it matches.
All right,
her
that's it.
skin
Yeah,
tone.
we don't have any local feet. Sorry.
And
We
this
should
is
do that
it. This
next
is the end of
time.
the show. That was quick.
No, not yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
cool.
We'll ask
Yeah.
you a few more questions. But before we ask you a few more questions, we'll ask you a few more questions.
Okay.
So,
You want some questions with your questions? Okay.
if there are three things, okay, three things every Filipino must know about their country, what are they?
If there are three things we
It's
should
three
know about this,
things,
can be
yes.
contemporary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, number one, it is a Philippine Constitution 1987, which is the reason why we are all poor. We try to blame everything. We try to blame us being stupid. We try to blame the rich. We try to blame corruption. We try to blame everything. But it's the 1987 Constitution. The foundation of a nation is where determines the path that you go down. And we've tried everything, haven't we, for the last 30 years? And we're still poor?
So what do you think? We should do the
We
parliamentary?
should change
parliamentary?
go parliamentary and get rid of the 60-40 ownership of
Oh,
foreigners.
yeah.
Because foreigners not owning their own business here gives us the lowest foreign direct investment in all of the region for
Yeah.
the last 30 years.
Yeah.
And you need foreign direct investment to create this thing called jobs. And since we have the lowest amount of FDI, we have the lowest amount of job creation. And so what's happened is that everybody goes abroad. And that is the reason why you're abroad and why we are poor is because of the 1987 Constitution.
Boy, I am learning things on this program.
Yeah, me
Period.
too. But I've always agreed with that
Yeah,
parliamentary.
But people try to like twist it, right?
No, they
Especially
take,
like
like-
ABS-CBN and all these people say, "Oh, you're changing the constitution. You want to create dictatorship," because they only try to make you stop and focus only on the part of making term extensions.
yeah.
And then they try to sort of gloss over everything else, right? So now we have to sort of find a way to change the constitution and stop ABS-CBN and all of these people who are controlling our media
Yeah.
from change the constitution to a demon program once again, and finally open up the economy and be the rich country that we really should be.
Yeah, because we are rich.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
just we're
The number two
mismanaged.
thing, Filipinos have always operated better when it came to an open economy and being friendly to foreigners.
Yeah.
Our entire existence is because of being open up to the world.
Yeah.
What did they say? Oh, the Philippines was so rich before World War II. Look how nice we were in 1935. You know what happened in 1935? There were no foreign restrictions in 1935.
People could own.
It was
like,
an open port. That's how my grandparents came over. That's how all these people came over. That's how all the big companies ever opened in the Philippines.
So there was no restriction on ownership either?
None. It only came in 1987.
Wow.
And so that's why we are poor. So every time they glamorize the past, look at what made us rich back then. It was an open economy.
Yeah.
And now, since it's only 60-40, it creates a super mega untouchable oligarch class.
Right.
Because if I'm going to invest in the Philippines at 60%, I'm not
I
going to
need
go
a
with some
partner.
moron like you or some moron like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with Ayala, I'll go with DMCI, I'll go with all of these humongous big business oligarch corporations.
Yeah.
And so what we've done is we've created a series of super mega millionaires who are untouchable. A C will never go to jail. None of these Consunhis will ever go to jail. None of the Ayalas will ever go to jail because they become so rich and become now the people who steer our economy because we don't allow them to have competition. And because of that, we get shitty cell phone service, we get shitty airlines, we get shitty everything because there's nobody here to compete with these idiots.
But I wonder if when the 1987 Constitution was being written, did they have a hand in it?
No, it was actually written through sheer idiocy by communists
Oh,
who
gosh.
came in and said, we don't want foreigners owning everything, we want only Filipinos to own. But the only problem with that thing, with these morons who are sagisag,
Right.
I know these idiots, okay, sagisag, I've heard of them in there, Bernard, all them. They wrote it in order to protect Filipino businesses.
Right,
What they
right.
didn't realize
But
is
it
that
backfired.
not everybody in the Philippines is a businessman.
Yeah.
So what you
Some
did is
people are
said, we're
employees.
let's protect 1% of the Philippine population is basically what
yeah,
happened. So these communists that tried to protect Filipinos only ended up empowering the rich even more. And the poor who they were trying to protect,
So
who don't know
ironic.
anything about
Yeah.
business, now have to go abroad.
That's so ironic.
And that's the reason why we're poor.
That is so.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to find some other reason, like corruption, Filipinos
Yeah,
being stupid. No. You change the constitution of a nation, you can change the entire future of a nation. And we've been poor since 86 because of that.
That's no coincidence.
And that's uncoincidence. And I think that enumerates 3 already. I think that's really good enough. And there's only one thing I want people to know. That is why we're poor.
I agree.
Wow.
I agree. Because it's always been weird that we can't let, like, people, foreigners can own condos, but not
Yeah,
the
not
land.
businesses. Yeah.
And I was thinking,
I'm
like,
not
why
even-
are we so afraid? Like, what are they going to do? Like, buy up the whole country and then what?
Oh,
Right?
government's going to be up because people
Hey,
are
if they
saying...
even if they do buy up the whole country,
probably
it'll
better.
be better for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And they can take care
the
of it.
stupidest argument I heard is like, well, because Filipino businesses need to be protected. The Filipino businessman is not able to compete with all of these international people.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, fine. You want to protect that guy? Then have shitty cell phone service forever.
Yeah,
have
yeah,
shitty
yeah.
airlines forever. Have shitty everything forever if you want to protect shitty Filipino businessmen. Have these foreigners come in, kick these people in the ass,
Yeah.
and then hire Filipinos because foreigners will pay you more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
a Filipino company, no Filipino company is paying anybody what they're worth, period. None of them, not even BPI or Ayala.
Yeah.
You know,
True, it's
anybody who
true.
works for a foreign company will always get paid more.
Yeah,
That
it's
is true.
That is very true. That is very true. Wow, this
Yes.
episode is like
Yeah, let's get
very,
rid of this.
Full
Let's
from-
change the 87
Yeah.
Constitution and stop being poor. Because we've tried everything else.
Okay, all right, that's very good. At least one thing you guys can
Learn from
Learn.
us.
learn from Carlos.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's probably our last question.
Yeah.
I think. If you if you for some miracle became the Pope, okay, what
For some miracle. Okay,
for some miracle become the
that'll
Pope?
be a real
Like-
miracle.
Like, say, oh, you're the Pope. Okay, what? Oh, since we're just doing one, just let's just do one. What one change? Okay, just one change would you put in place in the Catholic order?
To make things a bit better,
Well, whatever you want.
allow priests to marry would create a huge change. Allowing priests to marry will get higher quality people. Because a lot of people who would that one thing's holding them
Yeah.
back. I mean,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
look
yeah.
at people right now, no people of quality are becoming priests in this country.
Yeah.
People who are college graduates, some people actually join the priesthood in order to escape poverty or to escape
That's
a life
true.
of something,
I've heard
rather than it being a place for them
Like
to
they're
become
ca-
a
yeah.
calling.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
more like let me escape poverty.
They may escape
It's
poverty
like
and then
have
I'll
free
be a
food.
priest.
Instead of like as a calling, which is
Yeah,
what
and
it's
you
supposed
can
to
see
be.
through this because
Yeah.
you see through this, and that's why they've been losing respect.
Yeah.
And that's why we can see that a lot of our bishops are of questionable intellectual capacity. simply because somebody of higher intellectual capacity did not want to become a priest. Okay, and
Yeah,
they
because
chose
you
to do
can't marry,
something
right?
else because you can't marry. You choose people, they make Filipinos, make priests can marry, you will get higher quality people, more open-minded people, somebody who will actually be in there without that one thing holding them back. And then you do that, sexual abuse will stop. Rape will stop among the clergy. Pedophilia will probably go down because all of these sex perverts now can be, now
can do
more
whatever,
people
yeah,
of quality will come and we can keep the sex perverts out.
Yeah.
You just change that one thing. And the only
And
reason why the church did that was actually because of just greed. The reason why they don't allow to marry in the Catholic Church is because the Catholic Church did not want to lose its land because so many priests were having children in the 17th century underneath
Right.
Borgia. Unlike,
Oh, yeah.
So
Right.
then the land will just stay with the church
Stay with
and
the
not go
church.
to like
And
during
then
her-
go to the
No,
kids
during
and
the
everything.
Reformation.
Because there were so many priests having children back then. And that's the only reason why. It has nothing to do with celibacy. It has nothing to do with purity. It
Well,
only has to do everything
yeah.
with hypocrisy and greed.
Wow. I never
And
knew
because of that,
That was the time when
never knew that.
when the Vatican was the richest country in the world.
Still is, right?
yeah,
One off.
Still is.
still is.
Wow. You're an eye opener. I never knew that.
Yeah. So make priests marry.
And can they also hold can they hold businesses or?
Well,
Would you-
it's not like they already are, but that's not a
No, no,
sin.
but like-
It's
I mean,
not a
the
big-
priests can now. It's just that they don't do it. diba?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Filipino priests have become lazy because they know that they're already on the top of the food chain in the
Right.
small community that they're in.
Oh yeah, that is true. Like in the
Yeah, the only people I think that really, really think are the Jesuits.
Yeah, I love
They're the
Jesuits,
closest
yeah,
things to being
yeah.
Jewish. Like seriously. You know?
And they get to drink, you know.
Yeah,
What's
they're
that saying?
analytical, you know.
Tantum quantum? Was that? What do they say?
I don't know.
The Jesuits have
I'm
this
from
thing
the
called.
South. I don't know that.
I'm from San Agustin, Tolelege.
They say something like tantum quantum or something. And if it helps with your mission or whatever, then by all means use it.
Yeah. They
Right?
say, they say like,
So it's like if you
they
own
pick
a
up a
bi-
bottle of wine and open the Bible.
Yeah. It's like they're more like practical, you know. But anyway, you know what? This was like one of the. I think this is the
The mo-
episode where I learned the most.
Yeah, exactly.
We can
Yeah.
talk about shallower things.
And this is the last.
The
podcast
last one
of
for
Carlos.
quite
For
a
me,
while.
for
We
a
are
while,
honored.
for 2 years being in the Ortigas Center. Goodbye, Ortigas Center. I'll only see you at night.
So
or
2 years you're gonna be on.
2 years.
2 years. We
Or
should invest
Skype.
in bikes. I think everybody should buy bikes.
Yeah, I would have biked here today though, but
Yeah.
forget that.
Anyway, thank you very much, Carlos. And you can follow Carlos on Twitter at Carlos Celdran. And then, do you have any event? You have a walking tour
Yes,
coming
I'd
up?
like to invite everybody to Manila Transitio,
Mhm.
which is an art festival this Friday night,
Okay.
Okay, that's
Um, February 21,
21.
to commemorate the Battle of Manila. Like a lot of people didn't realize that Manila was not ugly like this on
Yeah.
purpose. We had a lot of help from international agencies to keep Manila ugly,
Okay,
who are the United States Armed Forces and the Japanese who completely blew up everything.
yeah.
Today, this month. So February is the day that we lost 100,000 people and completely destroyed. And we do not remember it all. We'd rather remember Chris Aquino's birthday and the EDSA revolution, right? So to commemorate the Battle of Manila and the 100,000 people who died,
Mhm.
on Friday we'll be having a Pay What You Can concert
Okay,
with the executives doing big band swing of the 1940s to commemorate
Nice.
World War II.
nice.
An art fair and an art exhibition, which is all about World War II. Everything will be about World War II, done by 98B Collaboratory
Okay.
from Escolta.
Mhm.
And then we'll have Ukulele Manila playing ambient music and an
Nice.
open picnic. So come
Nice.
to
Bring your own
Santiago,
food. Yeah.
bring your own food, pay your own, pay what
Pay
you
what
can.
you want. Yeah, pay what you
And
can.
then learn about Manila's destruction in World War II through art and music and community.
Nice.
Wonderful. And you can always go to your website, carlosildran.com, for the details.
CarlosSildran.com. Scroll down a
Facebook.
bit or go to Facebook, all caps.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Carlos. This
Thank
was
you,
a
Carlos.
pleasure and a very enlightening
Yes.
episode. I've learned so much. And good luck. Good luck on Friday. I'm not going to be here, so Sorry, I won't be
I
able
might
to.
catch it actually. Now that he's
Yeah?
mentioned it.
Yeah, bring
Okay.
a picnic, man. Bring
Take
a whole bunch of
pictures.
friends.
Instagram and stuff. Okay, well, thank you very much, you guys. We're going to be on a break. We're not going to be airing next Monday. I think we're going to take a 2-week break.
Yeah.
This is the mid-season, so when we come back, we'll have
Tim's friends need
more
more time to
episodes.
think about going on this show.
we have to get more guests.
If we can do things remotely, I'd be more than happy to guest again if you can do things
Skype.
remotely.
We're going to look into Skype.
That's right. Look
Actually,
at
we'll look
into
into Skype and see like how that would
You're
work.
gonna have to do with every guest in the world already.
Yeah,
at
now that
point.
EDSA is under construction, oh well.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's it. Goodbye, guys. See you guys in 2 to 3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hasta luego.
Follow us Twitter at Tim Tayag and Chino